Yeah, hello friends. Today I'm going to explain exceptions with a collection class queue. So for this collection class, you need to use collection dot generic namespace and collections. So these two things should be included in it. For using exceptions, the exceptions class must be extended for this class. So this is the base class and this is my main class for exception. So public dot my exception, I'm just taking my exception. Base is my super class, that this section I'm just sending it. Got string, base string. So if the user is not sending anything, I'm just sending a normal thing. If sending anything, any exception name or something, I'm just displaying it here. So this is my main class here. So I'm just having a queue, q1 equal to q. You know what is queue is something that first in first out. So who goes first will get the first serve, first from first serve or something like that. So I'm just having nq, dq, display and exit. So and that I'm just taking the user nq count plus plus. I'm just checking whether how many things are there, because I just have maximum of 10. I'm thinking of maximum of 10 elements in a queue. Just taking it, send, try. If count is greater than j, my j value is 10. If it is greater than j, then just run explain queue is full. So if the user adds more and more and more, the queue will be full. Else enter input I'm taking it, then int value, try. If, because it's an integer key, everything should be an integer. Int dot try parse int dot out value, just taking this value and putting it in input and trying it to parse it. If it parses it, then I'm just enqueuing it. Otherwise pass an integer, telling the user to pass an integer. Catch exception, just catching the exception here and just showing that e dot message dot to string, e dot message dot to string. And for the both the things I'm showing my exception here. Then in case 2, what is case 2? dq, I'm just if get less than 0, q is empty. Else a equal to this and a equal to string dot q1 dot dq, I'm just dequeuing it here and changing it into string and dequeuing it and storing it in a. I'm just storing which element is removed and just count as minus minus. Just an exception is here. Then I'm just writing in my try block here. Then I have the catch block here. In try block, what is the third one? To display the things, right? The one is to display. So I'm just checking that user to display. If it is less than 0, q is empty. I can't show anything. Just throwing an exception here. Otherwise string I in q1. So string for each string I in q1. So there are many strings in I, right? In q1 I'm just writing those things, and 4 is for exiting. Then break, then qi, right, press any key to exit. So I'm just again displaying the queue and exiting it. So we'll just run it and see. So first one is 1. I'm just enqueuing under input 25 1. If I just put something else, pass it, just telling me to pass an integer. So let's display it. So I have 3 and 25 for displaying it, because before that I entered the values 25. 3 is I selected for displaying, and again we'll just enqueue it 56. Let's dequeue it. Dequeue 25 is removed because first we entered 25. Then we'll just see the display here. So display 56 only is there. So this is how I'm using that. Whenever the user try to do something else or something, I just again show something else. So it goes as the try block will catch the exception and throws it to my exception class. From the my exception class, which extends the exception to main class, it again gives to the catch. So my exception is catch in the catch block. Through the catch block I'm just displaying it. So this is how we can do it. So there is only 56 in my thing, and I'm just coming out. So this is how we can use try catch block and queue for doing the programs.